Well, yep. Here we go again. Um. Okay. So first of all, I already have gotten the rant of this out. No, I didn't record it. It was pretty much me just screaming at the top of my lungs in car driving home from church. Okay. This is one of those things where you really don't know where to start because there's no right way to start, you know? So, and I'll be honest with you. Make fun of me if you want to. I really don't care. I care about my team, all right? When this got announced, a couple tears were shed. Sorry, make fun of me all you want. I don't care. Year after year of failure in Cleveland, Ohio, and this is what they announced. Yeah, I cried, and I'm sure a couple of you did as well. You know, and if you're a fan of another team, go ahead, enjoy this, enjoy making fun of me and other Browns fans and the Browns themselves, because frankly, you know what, I can't blame you. Um, at this point, you know, if you would have told me that at the beginning of last year, for the offseason upcoming after the year was over, Freddie Kitchens would be fired, I'd say, okay, that must have been a total disaster. But, oh well, we'll get it right next time. So Freddie Kitchens fired, John Dorsey fired, I'd be going, what in the heck happened? Because that's just insanity. Why would John Dorsey be fired? And then you told me we decided to hire head coach first, and the candidates were Ron Rivera, Mike McCarthy, Josh McDaniels. Those were the top candidates. I say, okay, hey, you know what? That's a good list there. Which one of those guys did we get? Did we get Ron Rivera? Did we get a guy who's going to demand respect and knows what he's doing? Oh, we didn't? Okay. Well, we must have got Mike McCarthy then, right? The guy who's won a Super Bowl, been to the playoffs, developed Aaron Rodgers. We got that guy, right? Oh, we didn't? Oh, but we got Josh McDaniels. How many Super Bowls? Led that New England offense. Been successful for how long? Learned under one of the best coaches, Cleveland guy. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. We got him right? We didn't. Did we get Eric Bieniemy? I mean, he's a guy who, you know, it might be a little bit of a risk, but shoot, he looks pretty good. Oh, we didn't. Oh, well, who'd we get? Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski. I want to throw up every time I hear that name. I'm being serious right now. I want to throw up knowing that's what we could have had. But because Baseball Boy wanted Stefanski, this is where we're at. We fired John Dorsey, the best thing to happen to this franchise in the last decade, to get Kevin Stefanski. People, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to just let loose here because if I do, something's gonna get broke. I mean, this is gonna get ugly if I remake myself mad, something is going to get broke. Okay. I want to say this. Here's the pros about Kevin Stefanski. Um. Okay. Number one, the style of offense that he has ran might fit our group of guys pretty decent. Okay, that is a pro. Okay, play action. Use a lot of the run game, a lot of the tight ends. He uses Thielen and Diggs well. That's a pro. Okay. Um, he's been at the same place consistently for a long time. That's a pro. And that's about it. Okay, what are the cons about this dude? Never been a head coach at any sort. His play calling is questionable sometimes. Um, Experience, like I said. Vikings fans don't want him. They were tweeting Browns fans saying, please get this guy away from us. And we did because we're stupid. And you know what? The fact that D. Podesta likes him makes him even worse. So, this hire, and I'll say this, I will support him. And I think Browns fans should. Okay? As much as I hate it, and I've already been banned on Twitter for a day for something I said. Immediately when this hire happened, I did delete the tweet. No, it wasn't terrible, but let's just say Haslem's heard from me. So yeah, this is, with the candidates that it came down to being last, with your McDaniels, Salah, Stefanski, Bieniemy, Dayball. The only thing worse than this would be Dayball. I wanted Josh McDaniels. Why? Because I don't think I need to tell you why. I think his resume speaks for itself. And basically how his interview went was, it's over, it's done, McDaniels is the guy. We heard a bunch of reports that it was a done deal, that he bought a house next to Landry. Beckham was at a gas station talking about it. Beckham was actually at the facility during the interview for a period of time. But now that this is done and over, what do we hear? Jimmy Haslem didn't want McDaniels because McDaniels wanted to change a lot of the front office and how things are run. So Jimmy, I got a question for you, buddy. How have things been ran the last, when they buy the team? I don't even remember. Since you bought the team, how has things been ran? Okay, has that been successful? No, don't give me that, well, we were playing. No, has it been successful? No, yeah, it's a no. So, you're telling me that because you're an egotistic idiot, and I almost said something else, you're not going to hire Josh McDaniels, the best candidate available, because you want Baseball Boy to stay. People, if you're not a Browns fan, I just want to wake you up to this fact. The Cleveland Browns front office is the dumbest in sports. Whether if that's developmental, college, pros, they're stupid. The Haslems need to be ran out of town. Okay? And here's my hope. I hope and pray to God that I hope it works. Number one, I hope it does work out. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, I don't think it's going to work out. I can see a path for it working out, but I hope I'm wrong as far as thinking it won't. What I'm hoping happens, and this is a long shot, I'm hoping Kevin Stefanski comes in and the guys don't immediately hate him like the fans do. I'm hoping the guys are open, okay? And I'm hoping that he can somehow convince Gary Kubiak to come over and be the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns. Meaning that would bring head coaching experience. Kubiak won Super Bowl in Denver. Head coach for a long time with the Texans. And I believe somewhere else. And he would bring that experience. And he would be able to help Stefanski in decision making and how things are run, where Freddie didn't have somebody like that he would listen to. That's what I'm hoping. As far as defensive coordinator, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Wilkes stays. The way it's looking, Mike Prefer, whatever his name is, special teams coach, looks like he's going to stay, which is good. I believe he was the best, well, at least one of the best coaches on this roster. Monken's probably gone. I don't know how you could trust that guy after what came out with Freddie. Especially that Dorsey's gone. I don't see Monken sticking around. So, like I said, what I'm hoping that now that Stefanski's head coach, I'm hoping that Kubiak could be convinced to come over as offensive coordinator. And I'm hoping we get a defensive coordinator who likes playing a lot of man, because I think that fits what we have. So, and if not, Wilkes is fine with me for another year. I think the players gave up on Wilkes, and I think there was a lot of injuries. So I know a lot of people hate Wilkes and want him gone and all that crap. I think Wilkes could work. I'd be willing to give Wilkes another year. After that, if it's not great, then fine. But I think Wilkes is one of these guys who is a veteran presence. He seems like a leader. He'd be worth keeping around with a first-year head coach. Yeah, another first-year head coach. Wonder what the theme is with this whole failed coaching list, Jimmy. They're all first-year clowns. The only... Jeez, oh Pete. I'm starting to work myself up again. All I'll say is this. Jimmy Haslem. If this is not right, and this turns out that it's not the right coach that we get, you, sir, need to watch your back, because this city has already turned on you enough. If it turns out by game 3 that we're 0-3 or we're 1-2 and it looks bad, run, because it's not going to go good for you. And I got news for you. I won't be surprised if Kevin Stefanski is done after 1 or 2 years. Why? Everybody says Baseball Boy is such a great person. He knows everything. He wanted the Bills guy, Sean McDermott. He wanted, I forget who else, but somebody else who has worked better. Guess what? You know what Baseball Boy wanted? He wanted with the first overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky. No. Sorry. You lost my respect there. Myles Garrett, I'll take him all day. I don't care how many helmets he swings. Give me Myles Garrett over Mitch Trubisky, Baseball Boy. So, D. Podesta, if you screwed this up, you finally get your wish. You've been complaining and you've been cashing checks for how long? Not deserving of them, by the way. And complaining that they didn't pick your coach, and look at McDermott and look at all this. Guess what? I got news for you. If it starts off bad, preseason even, going into the regular season, if it starts off bad, Stefanski, D. Podesta, and Jimmy Haslem better watch their backs, because if they go out on the city, there might be people swinging at them. Because this city is tired of it. And Jimmy Haslem, I got a conspiracy theory. I'm not this person who likes to do this all the time. I got a theory that Jimmy Haslem went from the Steelers to the Browns, bought the Browns, to ensure that the Browns would always suck and the Steelers would be ahead of them. I mean, it might sound crazy, but it is a possibility. So Kevin Stefanski is the next head coach of the Cleveland. Holy crap. People, this is going to be rough. This is going to be a rough rest of the offseason. If he comes out, if we're rolling and we start winning, then, whatever. Which is, by the way, I'm hoping we win. I don't want to be looking for a coach next year. But if it starts off bad, watch out. And from the looks of it, it looks like we're going to pair the Eagles front office. I forget his name. Shoot. Barry. He was here in Cleveland. Oh, during the worst period of the Cleveland Browns, by the way. The 0-16 and 1-15. Yeah, that guy. He's coming back. So he's going to lead the ship, and we're going to be perfect, according to Jimmy Haslem. Basically, I'm just saying I have no faith in this. I think it has possibility of being an absolute train wreck. I see guys with personalities like Baker Mayfield walking in, telling Stefanski, "What have you done? You've done nothing." Jimmy Haslam likes puppets. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And Podesta, why didn't he want why didn't he want Josh McDaniels? Because he likes cashing checks for doing nothing. That's just the bottom line. And by the way, I'm not saying that analytics shouldn't be in football. Podesta is a baseball analytics guy, not a football analytics guy. If it was a football analytics guy, I'd be fine with it. He's a baseball guy. Get out. You're ruining Cleveland. And I don't know what we're doing with the draft. I mean, I have no clue. I have no clue if Andrew Berry is going to draft a lineman. Honestly, at this point, I'd pair him with the Colts GM because he's, they've had to rebuild the line, so at least he can evaluate line talent, which is about all we need as long as, you figure safety. Depends on if Landry and Beckham want out the way it looks. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Baker wanted traded. I would. So, this team is a joke. That's just the bottom line. I mean, this team's a joke. People, I need help. I can't deal with this. I got news. When this news broke, I was so happy watching the Vikings fail yesterday because I thought this would be a wake-up call for Haslem. Don't get this guy. But no, we do the opposite. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm sure some of you puppets will love it. Riding on Jimmy's coattail. But McDaniel should have been the guy. I'm going to stick with that. I wanted McCarthy since Rivera was gone. I wanted Rivera, McCarthy, McDaniels. And then from there, really, honestly, Bieniemy, and then Saleh, and then Stefanski, and then Schwartz, and then Daboll. That was my list. So, basically, if you're going by my list, we're on, 10th option? Somebody's going to make fun of me. I don't know my math. Anyway. Yeah. Cross your fingers, hope for the best. Here we go again. Cleveland Browns, new decade, same Browns. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on it. Pray for Browns fans. I'm sure there's plenty jumping off the bridge. So, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.